Hello everyone, this is Joshua. Registration number URL is 123. So this is the eighth experiment in dbms. We'll be dealing with PLSQL programming, and under this we implement programs using triggers and cursors. So basically, triggers are stored programs that are executed on the result of an action. So the first program, we got to create a single trigger that does not allow insert, update, or delete on the supply table which we have already created. So the syntax is create or replace trigger, the keyword. And the T1 is the trigger name before, and we give insert or update or delete, that's the syntax, on the table name, and begin and raise an application error. Don't do that. So again, you create and replace the trigger T3 before insert, update, or delete on suppliers for each row. And now you begin the programming part. If new s is not equal to the old supply id, then you say it cannot be done. Else, if the new supply name is not equal to the old supply name, then it cannot be done. Or else, if new gender is not equal to old dot gender, then it cannot be done. You do this for all the things like date, product id, order quantity, and the rating. And you end the if statement. Hence, the trigger has been created. Now, the second program, we got to create a trigger to ensure that it does not contain duplicates. So first of all, we create a trigger named T4 after insert on the table name supplies for each row, and we declare a variable where variable 1 number of length 4. Then we begin the execution. If exists, select, then we use a query select star from table supplies. Everything from the table supplies will be disturbed, and we inner join. We use inner join inserted I on the alias name I.supply id to the supply id of the supply table and the date of the supply table, and then we begin rollback and raise an error duplicate data. So if any data is repeated, it will display as an error, and you end the if state. And third program, we got to create a trigger that raises user defined error and or which does not allow updating the order table. So first of all, we create a trigger, create a replace trigger up, that is the trigger name, before update. That's the operation that is not supposed to be performed in the table name supplies. Declare begin, and we raise an application error, so and so number. So then we put the text no updation. In the fourth question, we got to write a PLSQL script to display the supply details whose rating is greater than 3, and we got to use cursors in this. So first of all, we declare the required variables. So supply id suppliers dot s, that's the alias name, id type, and we do this for the name, gender, date, and then we create a cursor c underscore supplier is followed by the query. So we got to select id, name, gender, date from suppliers where the rating is 3. So everything, all the details of the people whose rating is greater than 3 will be displayed, and then we begin open the cursor. And then in the loop section, we got to fetch the supplier into the attributes id, name, gender, and date, and exit when supply is not found. And then we display the details sid, name, gender, and date. And then we end loop and close the cursor. You can see these are the details. The fifth question, we're going to write a PLSQL script to display the product names whose order quantity is greater than 10 using cursor. So first of all, we declare the product ID from the table order quantity, and order quantity from the table order quantity, and we create a cursor c underscore product is followed by the query. We got to select the product ID, distinct product ID, because it won't be repeated, and order quantity from the table order quantity where the quantity is greater than 10, and then we create a cursor open c underscore product. We open the cursor that has been created here, and then we display the product IDs, and then this is put into a loop. We fetch these details, the cursor, into the order quantity and the product ID, and we end when it's not found. And then we display the details as product ID and order quantity, and we end the loop and close the cursor. These are the details. This sixth question, we got a trigger to update the order table whenever custom ID is updated in the customer table. So whenever the ID in the customer table is updated, it should be done even in the order table. So We create a trigger T1 underscore C after update on the table name customer1 for each row. Then we begin the execution part. If the custom ID, new custom ID, that is the modified one, is not equal to the old, then update order one O and set O dot custom ID is equal to new custom ID and order ID is equal to new ID and you end if state. The seventh question. Displaying an implicit cursor for any of the two given tables. So here I've done it for the order quantity table and the product table. So first of all, we've got to declare the total rows as a number, the length being of length 2. We begin update on the table name order quantity and we set the order quantity as order quantity plus 2. And if it's not found, then we got to select no order selected. Else, if there is data found, then the total rows will be the row count. This is the command to find the row count. And we got to display it as total rows as the order selected and end if state. That's for the first table order quantity, and we in the same way we do it for the second table product 2. Update and not found, and then if it is found, then we display the row count. The end if state. Moving on to the last question. Got to display write a PLSQL block to display an explicit cursor for any two of the tables. So here we got to declare the custom ID as from the custom ID from the table customer, and the customer name and the customer address all from the customer table. And we've got to create a cursor C underscore customer and followed by the SQL query where we got to select the details that are required, ID, name and address of the customer from the table customer, and begin. When you begin, you open the cursor that you've created here, then you loop the fetch instructions, that is C customer to CID, customer name and the customer address, that this is the cursor, and you exit when C underscore customer is not found, and you display the details customer ID, customer name and customer address, and you end the loop and close the cursor. Thank you.